Davis Bertans, technically a shooting big. He is a tall man, but it's definitely not the center that the Hornets would be looking for in that regard if they were replacing Nick Richards. I mean, the shooting performances, like at this time in the year, a team that is not going to get the number one pick or number one pick odds, I should say, but is also not going to even sniff the playoffs. Shooting performances like the one Davis Bertans are capable of, and if not, has at least put a couple of them down so far where he's made like 3 or 4 threes. These like can just breathe life into your Tuesday night at 8:15 p.m. when you're being like, what am I doing here right now? This is why, is because Davis Bertans can come flying off of a screen and basically throw like a one-handed runner from the corner, and it will just go straight down. And you will be like, okay, I'm back. Like you've reeled me back in. I'm here. And that is exactly what I have enjoyed about him so far. He's obviously like, I believe he's like 55%, 54.5 from three right now, which is even higher than it was when we talked about him a couple pods ago to talk about who the best shooters were in Hornets history. At that point, he was shooting the leather out of the ball, and it's gotten better since then, which is just insane how consistent he's been since the post All-Star break. But he is just like the perfect like player to have on your team that doesn't play but can play sometimes, and also has like a tradable salary. So that this is the type of DNP CD potential player that you want to have, because you can put him out there and he has a marquee skill, or you can move him this coming off season and his $17 million salary can be a lot more helpful in a trade than he may be on the court at a given time. So that is my Davis Bertans spiel.
Gardening glove Davis. That's what people are calling him now. Now his trainer in Latvia made him shoot with gardening gloves on and with an eye patch on. Awesome. Whatever they talked about, whatever Ashley talked about on the broadcast.
I forgot about that. The gardening gloves.
That was just absolutely bizarre. Yeah. So, look, I think there's a chance Bertans is back next year. I just think there's like a lot of moving parts. It depends on Miles Bridges. Depends on who they draft. It depends on how free agency goes. There's a lot of optionality with him, but yeah, I would be more than happy to have him at the end of your bench. You know, he's not worth the full size of his $15, $16 contract, but the Hornets don't need to be worrying too much about that, and they can get out of it for I think like $5 million if they want to. But like, you know, we have seen a few rough Davis games where like if he is not hitting shots, then he is actively hurting you like on both ends, because plays are being run for him on offense, and then on defense he tries hard and his team defense isn't bad, but he can just be targeted. So he is a little bit, I would say, inconsistent on his impact. But is entertaining to watch at times, especially for this Hornets team to end the season. But